only a social imperative, it is an economic necessity, a governance priority, and a cornerstone of sustainable development. No nation can fully realize its potential while half of its population is denied equal opportunities to learn, to work, to innovate, and to lead. Across our history, Muslim women have been scholars, educators, entrepreneurs, jurists, and leaders. Today, they continue to break new ground in science, technology, public service, businesses, and academia. Our responsibility is not to define their potential, it is to remove the barriers that prevent it from being realized. The values that guide us today are deeply rooted in our faith. Islam recognized the dignity, rights, and legal identity of women more than 14 centuries ago, reminding us that justice and human dignity are timeless principles. As we embrace a future shaped by technology and innovations, our responsibility is clear to ensure that every woman and every girl has an equal opportunity to learn, to innovate, and to lead. The digital future must be a bridge to inclusion, not a barrier to equality. Excellencies, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation provides a unique platform to translate these aspirations into collective action. Through the OIC Plan of Action for the Advancement of Women and the important work of the Women's Development Organization, we have built a strong framework for cooperation among our member states. By learning from one another, sharing successful experiences, and strengthening institutional partnership, we can accelerate progress while respecting the diversity of our legal systems, cultures, and national priorities. Excellencies, Pakistan does not regard this chair as a position of prestige. We regard it as a responsibility to listen carefully, to build consensus, and to help transform our shared aspirations into practical action that improves the lives of women across the Islamic world. Because the true success of this conference will not be measured by the declarations we adopt. It will be measured by the opportunities we create after we return home. For Pakistan, the empowerment of women is not simply a policy objective, it is a national priority enshrined in our Constitution, inspired by our faith, and essential to our future. Our Constitution guarantees equality, dignity, and equal protection under the law without any discrimination. Guided by these principles and under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, Pakistan continues to strengthen its legal, policy, and institutional framework to advance the rights, opportunities, and leadership of women. Through the Ministry of Human Rights, working in close partnership with provincial governments, parliament, judiciary, law enforcement agencies, civil society, and our international partners, we are translating this commitment into meaningful action. Guided by the National Gender Policy Framework Vision 2025 and the Prime Minister's Women Empowerment Package, we are expanding women's leadership, promoting financial inclusion and entrepreneurship, bridging the digital divide, strengthening access to justice, and creating safer, more inclusive workplaces. These efforts are reinforced through landmark legislation, specialized gender-based violence courts, women protection authorities, legal aid and rehabilitation services, dedicated helplines and institutions such as National Commission on the Status of Women and the National Commission for Human Rights. Today, women in Pakistan are serving with distinction as parliamentarians, judges, civil servants, diplomats, entrepreneurs, academics, scientists, and members of our armed forces. Their growing leadership across public and private institutions reflect our conviction that when women are empowered to lead and succeed, families flourish, societies become more resilient, and nations prosper. We also recognize that lasting progress cannot be achieved by women alone. Real and sustainable change requires the active engagement of men and boys as partners in promoting equality, respect, and shared responsibility. Building inclusive societies is a collective endeavor that demands the commitment.
आज़म नज़ीर तारर कॉन्फ्रेंस से खिताब करें। उन्होंने कहा कि पाकिस्तान को OIC वज़ारती कॉन्फ्रेंस बराए ख़वातीन की मेज़बानी पर फ़ख्र है। OIC की चेयरमैनशिप ज़िम्मेदारी, इत्तेफ़ाक़ राय और ताउन के जज्बे से निभाएंगे। ख़वातीन की तरक्की मुस्लिम दुनिया की तरक्की और खुशहाली की ज़मानत है। उन्होंने कहा कि लाखों ख़वातीन और बच्चियाँ आज भी तरक्की की राह में मुख्तलिफ़ रुकावटों का सामना कर रही हैं। ख़वातीन का माशी और सियासी बाइख्तियार होना पायदार तरक्की के लिए नागुज़ीर है।
ब्रेक के बाद शामिल करेंगे कुछ मजीद खबरें।
साथ रहिए।
टिप करना था ना तुझे, तू टिप कर ले, मेरा गला सूख रहा है। चुप कर।
वो देख,
ये बूट ने गर्म कपड़े क्यों पहने हैं?
कुछ पीने को है।
ठंडी वो हवाएं मेरा